This is Radio Romania International. You are listening to our 1-hour broadcast in English for listeners in Western Europe and Africa. We can also be heard on the internet at www.ri.ro, Channel 1. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter and other social media platforms. Our programs are also available on TuneIn, Radio Romania International 1, and in Europe via satellite Eutelsat 16A on 11,512 MHz, vertical polarization, azimuth 16 degrees east. We wish you good reception conditions.
Hello, you are listening to the news on Radio Romania International. I am Vlad Palcu. Let's take a look at the top stories. Bucharest is hosting the annual meeting of Romanian diplomacy. Authorities last night issued alerts in Tulcea County against the possibility of falling debris after a new Russian attack on Ukrainian ports. And Romanian firefighters intervened in putting out wildfires in Argel-sur-Mer. Bucharest is hosting the annual meeting of Romanian diplomacy, this year themed Diplomatic Action in a Turbulent World. The list of guests includes the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Xavier Bettel, the Deputy Prime Minister of Ukraine, Olga Stefanishina, and the Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Moldova, Cristina Gerasimov. Discussions are chaired by Romania's Foreign Minister Luminița Odobescu. Attending are heads of diplomatic and consular offices abroad, as well as members of the Romanian Foreign Ministry leadership, high-ranking Romanian officials, members of the diplomatic corps accredited to Bucharest, and opinion leaders. The agenda will include such topics as economic diplomacy and Romania's OECD accession. The General Inspectorate for Emergency Situations last night issued a raw alert warning message for the population of Tulcea County regarding the possibility of falling debris in territories close to the Ukrainian border. The alert was issued after the border police signaled several drones approaching from the north. According to an inspectorate release, no territories of Romania are targeted by attacks from the Russian Federation, while defense and public order structures are ready to provide assistance to people in need. Romanian firefighters were involved in Tuesday's operation designed to put out a wildfire in a tourist area in Argel-sur-Mer, France. Their mission was to prevent the fire from spreading and to maintain a buffer zone between the fire and affected areas. The Romanian unit effectively contributed to put out the fire and ensure the safety of the local population, allowing to keep traffic fluid with no restrictions, authorities say. We recall a number of units are taking part in a joint operation to prevent and put out wildfires in France at the request of the French authorities. Overall, 100 firefighters, 2 helicopters and a special flying boat used in aerial forest firefighting were used in the operation. Romania can become a bona fide supplier of energy security in Central and Eastern Europe, the President of Romania, Klaus Iohannis, said on the sidelines of the 5th ministerial meeting of the Partnership for Transatlantic Cooperation in the field of energy and climate change, hosted by Bucharest. Romania has a lot of major opportunities and its energy sector boasts huge potential, the President argues, adding that in recent years Romania has displayed solidarity, supplying transit and energy support to neighboring Ukraine and the Republic of Moldova. Romania seeks to develop its own nuclear energy program by boosting the capacity of the Cernavoda nuclear power plant, as well as by exploring innovative solutions such as small modular reactors, the head of state further noted. By means of offshore natural gas projects, the Black Sea region can become a genuine roundtable for energy diplomacy, a point of reference in terms of solidarity and cooperation, fostering long-term stability and prosperity, Klaus Iohannis also pointed out. arguing that energy transition is currently key to providing sustainability to national economies. Romania imported natural gas, the equivalent of 660,000 tons of oil, by 12% more compared to the same period last year, the National Statistics Institute reports. Romania also reported a slight increase in domestic production during the interval, although the country is expected to maintain a downward trend in that respect over the next 3 years, according to estimates published by the National Forecast Committee, which also says imports will slightly go down until 2027. The 4 Romanian children taken in by child protection services in Leeds will temporarily be returned to their families, Romanian authorities say. Pending an official inquiry, the children will stay with an uncle on their father's side, according to a British court ruling. We recall a major altercation broke out last week in Leeds when several Romanian nationals protested violently against the British authorities' decision to take the children away from their families after one of them received hospital care for a head injury. And we go out with news from football. Romania's football champions FCSB on Tuesday drew 1-1 against Maccabi Tel Aviv of Israel at home in the first leg of Champions League's second preliminary round. The return leg will be played on July 31st in Budapest, Hungary, due to security developments in Israel preventing home clubs from hosting international matches on home turf. In the first preliminary round, FCSB won 11-1 on aggregate against Virtus of San Marino. And that was the news coming to you from Radio Romania International.